Welcome back, everybody. This is your homegirl, Minty. Last time we were together, we did 2 ingredients biscuits. Well, this time we're going to do 2 ingredients brownies. And I, again, want to reiterate that this whole segment is pandemic cooking. We know right now it's difficult to get certain items at the store, but there is still a lot of things that we still can get, and it's going to be budget friendly. Today's brownie is not quite like your typical brownie. It's going to be a little bit more dense, but it's going to be packed with protein and fiber that we're going to get from the black beans. So without any further ado, I'm going to show you how to make brownies with 2 ingredients. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to puree the black beans. I'm going to use my NutriBullet to do that. So I'm going to pour a 15-ounce can of black beans into the NutriBullet. And I'm just going to liquefy it. And that's the only liquid that we're going to have in this recipe. That's the reason why I say it's kind of dense. So we're going to put the NutriBullet in place. Now this is something I learned, and it just was the funniest thing. I was in California with my sister, and we were working on a recipe, and we were using her NutriBullet, and we could not get this NutriBullet to turn on. So we decided to Google, how can we get the NutriBullet to work the first time around? Well, true enough, there was a guide on there that says, when you see the label that's on the NutriBullet, that should be in the front. So we got to playing around, so I did this. See, nothing was happening. So I got to turning it around. I said, oh, let me find the front. And I pull it back. So it doesn't take very long in order to liquefy the beans. So I'm going to move this out the way. I'm going to bring my bowl here. So I'm letting everything just sort of kind of fall down to the bottom of the cup. I'm going to open up. Now you can use any brownie mix that you like. I just happen to have this one. The only thing you need to make sure is that the brownie mix that you get is this size of a box. You can also get it in a bag as well, but I use the box. I'm gonna cut it open and empty the contents. I'm gonna create a well. Now you can use a mixer if you want to mix the brownie mix and the liquid bean into to get them incorporated, but I'm not. I'm just going to demonstrate it without a mixer because some people don't have a mixer, and I just want them to see that they can still do this recipe even if you don't have a mixer. Okay, there you go. So all of that goodness is in there. And now I'm just going to incorporate the bean juice with the brownie mix. And again, I want you to always be mindful of making sure that the liquid and the mix are well incorporated. You do not want to see a lot of powder. If you do, just keep on stirring. I promise you this recipe is going to come together. All right, I'm going to cut to the actual pouring it into the pan so you don't have to watch me do all this mixing. We're going to save a little time here. All right, so I have poured the mixture into a pan, a 9 by 13 pan that I have already prepared. I put some parchment paper in there just because I want an easy cleanup. I'm going to just actually lift the brownies out of the pan when they're done. So there they are. Now you don't have to embellish this, but I happen to like walnuts. And so I'm going to put walnuts on top of my brownies. And I just think it just gives it a, just that little extra texture, crunch that I like. All right, so we're back. I finished putting all the walnuts on top of the brownies. I'm about to put it in the oven. It's going to bake anywhere from 350 degrees. We already set the oven for that. But it will bake in the oven anywhere from 20 to 25 minutes. Everybody's oven is different, so you need to be checking your oven to see how your brownies are coming along. If you have a toothpick or a straw or something along those lines, just insert it. If it comes out clean, then you know that your brownies are ready. Take them out, let them cool down before you cut them. So here it is. We're going to put them in the oven, and we're going to set the timer for 20 to 25 minutes. All right, I'm going to test it. If I've done this, I'm going to just pull this out. Let's see what we got. Okay, it's clean. Clean. I just like to try more than one location. So each time it's come out clean. So now I'm going to take the brownies out of the oven. I'm gonna let it cool in the pan for about 10 minutes. All right, we have the brownies out of the oven. They have cooled for about 10 minutes. So I'm just kind of cutting them into small little squares. Take one off. Place it on the saucer here. Just another one, just so you can see a little bit about what it looks like. And as I shared with you before we ever got started, that these particular brownies are a little dense than brownies that you may be accustomed to, or more like cake. But you have a lot of protein and fiber in these particular brownies because of the black beans. So I'm going to sample one on your behalf and give you an idea of how it tastes. Yeah, these are great. And as I was saying earlier, you have the option. You can put nuts on these, you can put chocolate chips, or even if you just want to dust some powdered sugar on your brownies, or if you really want to be decadent, you can put some whipped cream on them. But I'm going the healthy route, so this is what we got. So here it is, 2 ingredients brownies, a brownie mix, and some liquefied black beans, and this is what you have. So thank you for joining me yet again for another segment of Pandemic Cooking. The next time we come together, I hope to have something just as inspiring and delicious to share with you. So thank you again. See you next time.